I am doing okay. I did not sleep very well last night. I think I was just too tired. I had some muscle cramping last night and it was fine. I just need to drink more water. I just got off the phone FaceTiming my family, letting them know I'm okay and everything's good. But today is kind of my checklist day. There's nowhere I have to go, there's nowhere I have to be. So I'm sitting here trying to set up my apparently throwing food on the floor. I'm here setting up my eSIM with my Japanese phone number. So I'm hoping that I can get that done. I also got my Pocket Wi-Fi package this morning, so I'll get that all set up as well. And kind of just organize, because I'm gonna be at this hotel for a while until I go to Disneyland. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to take it slow today, and I don't know exactly how jet lag's going to hit me, if it does. I am pretty tired. I went to the cafe nearby and I got a coffee and it was so good. It was so smooth. It was so good. I had a little salad from Family Mart for breakfast and it was actually just, everything's good. I brought some plant-based ranch dressing from home for that reason, because I didn't know what dressings I can have here in Japan. So I brought a few bottles of that just in case, so I could have salads and stuff. Also, I don't really know if there's ranch dressing here. I know some places don't. I know it's an American thing. So I haven't been here for 19 years, okay? Give me a break. But at least I was aware last night of the money tray thing, because for those of you who don't know, in Japan, you don't hand money directly to the clerk. You put it on a tray. I already screwed that up at the coffee thing this morning because my brain is not awake. But then apparently at the supermarket, you don't pay at the tray. You get moved to a kiosk. And I was like, oh, okay. I was in fact not ready for it. So yeah, I'm just going to try and set this up. I got my little code from mobile. Oh, okay. I guess I need my phone in order to set this up. So I'll check back when it's set up. Okay. So update. I got my Japanese phone number worked out. It's a little complicated, but it's not too terribly bad. The instructions are pretty clear. Basically, they email you, or they send your phone a push notification after you activate your code or whatever and pay for the charges, and you pick your plan and everything. Yeah, they send your device a push notification, and then you follow those steps to add the eSIM. After that, you actually have to go in and add the APN section, APN profile. Make sure you do it on your phone, because I tried to do it on my computer and I realized that that does not work. But setting it up actually wasn't too terribly difficult. So now I have a Japanese phone number, which will be good in case of emergencies, and I can call my friends if necessary, if there's an emergency or whatever, and people can call me, which will be good. So that wasn't too bad. The process did take maybe 30 minutes. And I did check. My cellular service does seem to be working, because I disabled Wi-Fi to see if I could still access everything. And right now I have 4G. So that's good. That's one less thing for me to work out. Now it is Pocket Wi-Fi, getting that set up, which I think is super easy. So let's do that. Setting up my Pocket Wi-Fi was literally the easiest thing in the world. It comes with everything you need, from an extra battery, the device itself, a charge cord and cable, including the envelope to mail it back at the end of your trip, and instructions for how to use it. I literally turned it on and was able to connect instantly once I inputted the password, which is conveniently found on the sides of the Wi-Fi device, easy to find. Super simple, and thank God, because that's one less headache I had to figure out in a foreign country by myself. You know what I mean? Now a quick shout out to this video sponsor, DistroKid. DistroKid is one of the top music distribution platforms online, helping independent artists like you and me get our music up on streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon, and more. For one small yearly price, you'll be able to distribute as much music as you'd like. DistroKid's got 3 different membership tiers to suit your needs and budget, and depending on which one you choose, you'll also gain access to a wide selection of additional features. One such awesome tool you can use is called Dave. Dave is an analysis AI bot that analyzes your song to give you helpful information about it. Dave can give you a litany of keywords that can make it easier to describe your track to people and your fans. Dave can tell if your song is more acoustic,
or dancey. Dave can tell you your song's energy rating and detect if your song was recorded in a studio or not. It's a fairly simple and straightforward AI tool to use, but if you ever forget your beats per minute or key that your song is in, this can help you in a pinch. So use my special VIP link to save yourself 7% on your first year's membership with DistroKid. Link is in the description.
Okay, good morning. Today is, what is today? The 17th of January. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Like, Taylor Nation just dropped Lover Alive from Paris digital deluxe albums. I was up till midnight visiting with a friend, impromptu, and it was so much fun to see Kazuki again. Like, it was just amazing. But I have to make a video for NBC about my appearance in the Swiftie Effect on the series finale. So I have to make a video for that, but I also have to update, like, my, I keep all my receipts for business stuff, and I have to import a few. I have not even edited the first vlog. I just haven't had time. I just haven't had time, I'm sorry. So I have to do that. I haven't even eaten breakfast. It's 8:30. So I'm really hungry, but I don't really have any jet lag, which is really nice. I can tell that, like, internally my stomach is a little off. I don't think I've had much of a negative reaction to cross-contamination so far, which is kind of nice. I've been really, really careful to try and not, like, avoid it as much as possible, you know, as a celiac. But I'm in a foreign country. There's only so much I can do. I got an oat milk latte, which is delicious. There's no syrup in this. It is perfectly roasted. Just, I will be hitting up that cafe every day. Still no word on the TikTok ban. Don't know what's happening with that. I think there's only 4 days left before the Supreme Court has to, or I guess they don't have to issue a statement. I don't know. The inauguration's on Monday, and it's just kind of like, okay, I don't know what's happening. Today, it's beautiful outside. It is crystal clear sunshine right now. I would love to just go for a walk. I don't have time. I do not have time for that. I have work to do, and so I should probably do that. But that being said, I am having the absolute best time of my life here. I love it.
Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna go for a walk, but you know what I did? Go for a walk, because mental health is so important or something. Also, I'm back in Japan after 19 years. I knew I'd be working a lot, but my rule was that every day I wanted to get out and do something, even if it was small. So I went to a city called Shimokitazawa, or Shimokita for short, to take a look around at all the vintage and used clothing shops I'd heard about, and I had a great time. Which was nice while it lasted.
Okay, excuse my nasal strip. It's 1 a.m. here in Japan, but it just came out that the Supreme Court of the United States has decided to uphold the TikTok ban. So I don't even know what to think right now. I mean, to be honest, no one should be shocked. No one should be shocked. Our government has been trying to ban that app for several years. There's something about maybe Trump could file a 90-day extension or something. I don't know. To be honest, I have zero faith in Trump, and I will never give him any sort of credit, even if he does save it, because he was the first one that tried to ban it anyway. I don't really know what to think at this point. Now I'm losing my income. So that's really cool. My income, a good portion of my community that just won't follow me. I am pretty upset. I'm pretty sad. This is really dark for the future of my country. I've never seen something like this. I'm really sad. You know, I knew it was coming, but you always kind of like hope, you know, that maybe we'll get lucky. I don't know why I keep thinking that. The government has been hell-bent on trying to get this app banned, completely disregarding me and 170 million other Americans who have now just lost part of their livelihoods. They just don't care. They don't care. I don't really know what to say, other than I'm upset. The government basically just told me I don't have a right to be upset, so there's that too, which is all kinds of scary to anyone that followed me on TikTok. Thank you for an amazing, wonderful few years together. So many memories. So many things we learned. So many things I learned about myself, about the world, mistakes. I learned so much about trauma that actually helped me heal. Like, even here in Japan, I've had a couple moments of anxiety, which is from my trauma, but it's because of TikTok that I learned some of the techniques to actually deal with it that I still use to this day. In fact, just tonight, not to mention that, just all the things I've learned from my business and growth, and just, I'm so tired. Tired and tired of it. This is so stupid. Thank you for an amazing few years. Thank you. Okay, good morning. Again, it is 6 a.m. here in Japan, the morning of the TikTok ban, and I have to admit to you all, I am a bit overwhelmed. I still have not edited vlog number 1. I have people now blowing up my messages. Hey, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do one more last live? Are you gonna do what are you gonna do? And I'm like, maybe get a coffee. I've been so busy since I got here. Like, my friends in Japan are all very excited to see me, so of course they're asking me like, hey, do you have time this weekend? Do you have time this weekend? And like, I want to say yes to everyone, but saying yes to everyone means nothing gets done. So that's not gonna work out. And like, I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do, but I just don't know. But I just feel like I am 500 steps behind and I haven't even done anything. I really haven't had a chance to just stop and think for a second, because, which I knew was probably going to be happening when I left, because, with TikTok ban and all the other stuff, I feel a little all over the place right now this morning. I feel like everyone wants an answer from me, and I don't know what the answer is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm extraordinarily happy to be in Japan, and I don't think I've even stopped to realize I'm in Japan. You know what I mean? Like, I've gone out for a little bit of shopping here and there just to kind of get out and try like restaurants, mostly because it's like, I don't really know what to eat, so I'll go back to the restaurant that I know I can eat at. I'm not really sleeping a whole lot, not because of jet lag, but because of like, what? What? Okay, and there's the TikTok ban, and no, the TikTok's getting saved, and like, I think I need to take a beat and figure out what to do. This is just a big period of uncertainty. And that sucks. Today is January 19th, and I just posted my final TikTok. It's so weird to cry about an app, but it was rare. I was there. You had to be there. I know I'm not gonna keep all 234,000 followers. I wasn't sure if I would say anything today, but I just felt in my heart that everyone, including myself, deserved proper closure from the TikTok era. The American public did not want this. I'm not really sure what the future's gonna bring, or how I'm going to navigate this on a brand new ocean. But at least I got a crew this time. The crew being all of you. Thank you for absolutely everything. Everything.
Sometimes when life throws you a curveball, the best thing to do is remove yourself from the game. Or some other very smart sports-related metaphor and sage advice. Literally 5 minutes after TikTok went dark as the ban went into effect, I went out with my friends Kazuki and Sakura to visit Toyosu. On the way, I got to see Sakura's photography exhibition in a nearby city and then check out a cool shopping mall as well. Unfortunately, Sakura had to work, but Kazuki and I hopped a train and went to Shinjuku. Now, Shinjuku is under construction right now, making it even more of a labyrinth than it already is, but Shinjuku Station is the biggest train station in Japan. Millions of people pass through Shinjuku every day, not just because of the train station, but because there's also tons of shops, restaurants, nightlife, tourist attractions, games, and more to experience. Have you ever seen Japan's famous 3D cat billboard? Yeah, that's in Shinjuku.
I'll be a tourist.
猫ちゃんかわいい
何ね そうねはいはいはいあ、そうですかわーすごい
I've known Kazuki since he was about 10 years old and I was about 14. So that night, my old friend took me to have sushi in Japan for the very first time, and let me tell you, it was delicious. I think so.
I want you to make pancakes.
Ah, 僕も. Well, my phone is currently blowing up with messages and text messages. Apparently TikTok is back on. Something about Trump did something. I have no idea. It's 5 a.m. I need coffee before I can deal with any of this. Yay? Good night. After a roller coaster of emotions, I decided to do some work in the morning. Yes, I finally started editing vlog number 1, which is up now if you haven't seen it yet, but I decided to head to Shibuya, another busy city, but I wanted to do something really fun and more personal. AKA spend money at the Nintendo Store, Pokemon Center, and Tower Records. The Nintendo Store was incredible. My first thought was, okay, how do I get unlimited money so I can buy everything? The statues of Nintendo characters like Link, Mario, Donkey Kong, Tom Nook, and more were so cool to see. I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan, so my eyes went straight there and began calculating if I really needed groceries that day or could maybe spend that money on something fun. Just kidding, but I did get quite a few things there, as well as some gifts for friends and family back home. In the same floor, right across the aisle, is the Pokemon Center Shibuya with Mewtwo in a tank, and again, I began wondering, would it really be so bad to go bankrupt and buy everything? I mean, of course that would be irresponsible, but the massive Pokemon fan in me enjoyed being in heaven for just a little bit. They had plushies of basically everything through Gen 8, aka Sword and Shield. I got to design my own custom Pokemon shirt, which I highly recommend you do if you get the chance. You have to wait an hour for it to be made, but my Porygon shirt told me to tell you that it was totally worth it. Highly recommend coming here if you get the chance. I probably spent 2 hours here, and it wasn't that crowded until just a little bit later in the day when I was ready to leave. 1 hour was just me perusing the shelves, and the other hour was spent looking around at other little miscellaneous shops and going back to the Nintendo store waiting for my Porygon shirt. After that, I hopped over to Tower Records, which is a hugely famous music store in Japan. Any exclusive Japanese CD you want is here. They have a huge selection with many floors of different genres. Naturally, the K-pop fan within me found the K-pop floor and bought out the Girls' Generation section, as well as the Japanese versions of some Taylor Swift CDs. And just what I needed after all of that TikTok drama.
So I did some shopping